Roy Emerson. I live 15 Lansdowne Road. Just jotted down a few things that I wanted to say, and it's going to sound like it's off topic, but you'll see where it connects. Okay. At the conclusion of last night's land use board meeting, I came away a bit disappointed after a Franklin Township landowner was grilled over the proposed plans of a new residential build. Honestly, what is the purpose of an alternate septic leach field plan when it hasn't even been determined that the current waste field was insufficient? I'm not unfamiliar with the difficulties working with small town planners. In the 3.5 years that my family has operated a small business in Hunterdon County, I have been subjected to and have witnessed others spending more money than necessary on revised architectural plans, or be forced to buy unnecessary equipment planning board demands you install. A simple correction to a set of architectural renderings can cost hundreds or thousands of dollars and delay projects for weeks or months. I don't know what it is about some small town planning offices, but it sure seems like in my experience, and the experience of some I have spoken to over the last couple of years, that the process makes it difficult for residents to pursue their dreams in small business without costly, disruptive delays. Whether it be a home improvement project that requires permitting, building out a full-size commercial kitchen, or building an entire home for their families, the process and obstacles that seem to constantly delay the work are mind-boggling. Many wish our township committee and land use board would have exercised as much scrutiny in the idea of bringing cannabis chemical manufacturing.
Clap for that.
Small business owners alike in the pursuit of their dreams. It is no secret that other townships went out of their way to propose ideas and to get the input from public regarding what was to come after the state's referendum on the legalization of recreational marijuana was passed. This was a true example of transparency in government. I think if you were to poll Franklin Township on February 1st of this year and ask the residents how familiar they were about the Township Master Plan Reexamination Amendment executed on November 3rd, 2021, which formally announced the acceptance of all industrial categories of cannabis in Franklin Township, overwhelmingly, I'm pretty confident the response to that poll would have been negative. We don't know what you're talking about. Additionally, the reexamination amendment instructed the drafting of what is now Ordinance 2022-01. In lay terms, the township's decision to opt back in. All of this came as a surprise to everyone. It did to me. And to be honest with you, this angered many people in the township, rightfully so. So much so that small committees, a task force, and coalitions have been formed to fight it. You must understand, everyone needs to understand that this is not a fight solely against cannabis. I think many of us made this clear over the last couple of months. The thought of the township allowing a chemical processing facility, which is what an indoor cannabis cultivating facility is, into this beautiful committee, knowing so little about the second, third, fourth, 20th order of effects, we could most certainly see is disheartening. So, what should we do? The focus groups that Mayor Corey initiated are a good start. We understand that eventually this township needs to increase the ratables to sustain the ever-growing cost of governing. But inviting chemical processing facilities into our township is not the answer. We must work together in developing new ideas and new approaches to increase small business and tourism in Franklin Township, which you have been briefed today by Bruce and Allie in a little bit more detail. I know if we can focus on those ideals, I think we are perfectly capable as a township to bring about feasible, reasonable, and achievable solutions to our financial problems that we will face in the future. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.